Hi, my name is Taylor. Welcome to my channel. My videos are going to be primarily about reading, so if that's not what you're into, then this probably is not the space for you. My video today is going to be choosing my summer reads, so between now, which is June 1st, and the end of August. So I'm probably going to choose between 6 and 8 that I really want to get to. I know there are going to be a couple more that I pick up along the way that are going to be read as well, but these are going to be the 6 to 8 that I have on my TBR shelf that I really want to get to. Only between 6 and 8 so I don't overwhelm myself and make it feel like a chore, but yeah. So before I get into this, I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself since this is my first video. I am 23, I'll be 24 next week. I am currently in the military, but I'm on maternity leave. I just had a baby at the end of March. I currently live in Germany as well. I've lived here since 2021 and I will be here until the end of next year. I live here with my husband, my dog, my cat, and my son. Besides reading, I like to work out, which I'm slowly getting back into after having my baby. I dabble in building Legos. Also haven't done that in a little while. And I also like to buy shit on the internet. But besides that, I don't really do much. So I will start explaining what I have going on here. I have all of my shelves organized generally by color. I think I'm going to switch that up soon though because I have a lot of black and gray books that I just feel like it kind of overwhelms the color situation I have on. I feel like it's mostly black and then like some colored shelves. So I've had it like that for about a year and I just don't love it. So I'll probably end up switching it out. This mess is my TBR shelf. Obviously I've ran out of room. That's why I'm going to be picking books that I need so I can start burning through this. This has got to happen. So yeah, over here I have my special edition Hunger Games books. I also have like the regular copies of those those are the ones that I'm actually gonna read. Those ones are just for show. This over here is my Harry Potter shelf. I love Harry Potter. I read them for the first time 2 summers ago and I'm obsessed. So that has its own shelf over there. I've got pinks. I guess there's not really much to, there's not much to it. It's just a couple shelves that I have things. I guess this shelf is mostly series, but I have more series than will fit on that shelf, so that's got to change too. But this one right here is my TBR shelf. So I'm going to be picking mostly off of this shelf, but probably some that I wanted to put on that shelf, they just didn't fit. So I read a lot of physical books, but I also read on my Kindle quite a bit, mostly in bed. And I find now that it's easier to hold my baby and read on my Kindle than it is to read a physical book. So I've been on this a lot lately. My current read on my Kindle is Shield of Sparrows because I saw it all over TikTok and I wanted to read that. So far I like it. I'm only like a quarter of the way through though. And then I saw another TikToker reading I Who Have Never Known Men and I trusted her opinion on it. But I don't love it so far. So I have like 50 pages left. Maybe it'll turn around, but we'll see. Okay, so first thing that I really want to read is I'm gonna pick Silver Elite because I read Shield of Sparrows because I saw it all over TikTok and I've also seen this one all over TikTok and I'm feeling like I'm missing out on something. I've seen really mixed reviews on this, so we'll see if I like it or not, but I have high hopes. They say, everyone that says that they didn't like it said that they didn't like it because the writing is bad One thing about me, I don't know the difference between good and bad writing, like, at all. So, if I read it and I like it, then I like it, and that's it. I also got this one from Book of the Month, and it has this super pretty sprayed edges on it, so I think that's why I picked it on there. I hadn't seen it all over TikTok yet before I chose this. I only chose it because it had the sprayed edges. Another thing, I do subscribe to Book of the Month. I'm really, 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 really bad at getting stuff on Book of the Month and never reading them. I've read maybe like 5 of the Book of the Months that I've gotten, and I have been subscribed to them for almost 2 years. So, yeah. So the first book is going to be Silver Elite. The second book that I really, really want to read is, it's not on my TBR shelf, but it should be. I only put it up here because my series go. Sunrise on the Reaping. Before I read this though, I am going to do like a quick reread of the entire Hunger Games series. And I feel like it shouldn't take me that long because they're like middle school books, so I should, in theory, burn through them pretty quickly. But I'll probably read this one towards the end so that I can get through all of the other books first. All the other ones that I'm going to choose. Because I have to read another series with that so I can jog my memory. Next, I'm going to take this one down off of my TBR because I actually just finished it on audiobook today. It was okay. The narrator was another story though. It was awful. Yeah, the narrator was awful. So I'm going to put this one down here with my other 300 black books. Okay. Next, I'm going to pick. I'm gonna pick The Love of My Afterlife. I think I saw this on a YouTube channel as well, and I want to pick. A lot of these I feel like are fantasy or thrillers, and I really want to read something a little more lighthearted. So I'm going to choose this one. This one is about a girl who dies, and she meets like the love of her life in the afterlife, and then he gets sent back to Earth. So she, I guess, gets a chance to go to her previous life and reconnect with this guy, but she only has 10 days to do it. So hopefully it's just like a cute little rom-com. That's 3. So I'm probably going to end up choosing closer to 8. But we'll see. The next one that I really want to get to, I'm going to pick. This is a hard choice. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick One Dark Window. You can tell I wanted to start it, or maybe I even read a few pages. I did. I got to chapter 2. It's embarrassing. I'm gonna pick One Dark Window because my best friend from home read it, but also it's an episode on one of my favorite podcasts. They have an episode reviewing One Dark Window, and I kind of feel like I'm missing out because I haven't read it yet, and I want to listen to that episode. So I'm gonna read this one. It's a duology, so if I like this, then I'll read the second one. I also think this is, I think I bought this on my Kindle because I wanted to read on my Kindle more. So I think I have this on, I think I have this on my Kindle as well. Let me double check. I do. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to keep it out, but I'm probably going to read it on my Kindle because that feels easier to me. Hold please. Okay. The next book that I really want to read, between now and the end of August is The Nightingale. I actually didn't have it on my TBR shelf because I just bought this at the bookstore the other day. This, I'm not gonna lie, makes me nervous because I don't read historical fiction. I don't like historical fiction. I actually don't think I've ever read historical fiction, but I'm really, 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 really bad with history. Like, really, really bad. So, thinking about reading a book that I also have to use some brain power behind to understand history makes me nervous, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna commit to this because I've heard people freaking love Kristen Hanna, and I want to as well. So that's number 5. Next, I'm going to pick Renegades. I also have a copy of it right right here. Oh my gosh, right here. My husband apparently read this a few years ago. He doesn't read anymore. Well, he reads manga. That's not reading to me.
I'm editing this video for her, and I can't believe that she just said that. It's so totally reading.
Teach their own, but it's not reading to me. So, when he did read, he read Renegades. I didn't know that he already had a copy of it, so I bought one because I also heard a girl on my favorite podcast talking about it. So, I don't like superheroes really, so I don't know why I want to read this. I think I just want to feel included. Yeah, I don't like superheroes at all. Maybe this will change my mind. But my husband, he really loves like Marvel. I do not. So this might go really badly, honestly. But we'll see. The next one I'm going to choose is that's 6. I'm going to do 8. I have to sneeze. Phew. Bless you. Thanks. The next one I'm going to choose Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Now, this is the 4th book in the Magnolia Park series. I've already read the first, maybe this is the 3rd one. Okay, no, this is the 4th book. It looks like I started reading it. I really don't know why I stopped. I'm gonna have to either reread the Magnolia Parks or I'll probably just watch a recap video on YouTube because I love them dearly, but I don't want to reread them because I want to finish the series. So this is on my list because I really want to finish the series. I really do. And I really love Jessa Hastings' writing. So, and if I finish this one, it'll give me an excuse to buy the 5th book. So, also, I just got done reading Jessa Hastings' new book, The Conditions of Will, and I really, really love that too. And then I did see that she posted on TikTok that she posted like a little trailer reel of her book that's coming out, I believe, in July, and I'm really excited about that one as well. So, that was just a tangent though. Okay, that's number 7. I'm gonna choose one more. Only one. And this one's gonna be a hard decision. I'm between 2. I think I'm gonna read Powerless. I haven't read this yet. I've had it for so long. It's a series now. I think I got this when only the 1st book was out. I think I did. And I really, again, I want to read this because it's an episode on my podcast and I want to feel included and I want to read it and I want to read the series. And again, if I read the 1st one, it'll give me an excuse to buy the other books. So, okay, and now I'll give like a brief little run through about what these books are about. So, this Powerless is about, long read. Okay, Powerless, it looks like, is about this girl who lives in a society of ordinaries and elites. She is an ordinary, but she is disguising herself, or like trying to blend in with the elites, and then she gets thrown into these trials, and yeah, seems decent. Okay, Daisy Hates. Honestly, I don't know what the plot is behind this. The Magnolia Park series, it's pretty much like British Gossip Girl. It's just messy and there's so much drama. The first book is told from Magnolia's point of view, and then the second book is told in the same time, like at the same time that the Magnolia Parks book is going on, but it's told from Daisy Hates' perspective. Then the third one jumps back to Magnolia. This one is back to Daisy Hates. I don't know if it's a dual timeline with the third book or not, but so I'll have to look at that. But it's just drama, messy, yeah. And I feel like this is a good summer read because who doesn't love drama in the summer? Okay, Renegades, I told you it's, as far as I know, it's just about superheroes. I kind of want to go in blind to this. But it looks like it's about, jeez Louise. Okay, this one, as far as I know, it's just about superheroes. I guess the Renegades are just like a group of superheroes in a society, and they are looking to fix stuff. I literally don't know, actually. I just heard about it and I was like, I want to like it, so I'm gonna read it. And if I hate it, then that's fine. I guess I'll also make a video about like my thoughts on all of these books. So I'm gonna keep these in a pile over here so I know which ones to come back and talk about, like how my summer TBR went. Okay, The Nightingale. As far as I know, it's just about a girl during World War II. I also don't know what else this is about. I've just seen it on TikTok, and I've heard that Kristen Hanna is a really, really, really good place to start if you want to get into historical fiction. So I'm gonna try it. One Dark Window. Okay, it looks like One Dark Window is about a girl who has this like monster living. My dog's now on the floor. Dookie, go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, it looks like One Dark Window is about a girl who has like a monster living in her head, a monster living in her head, and she gets whisked into a different, I don't want to say universe, a different world maybe, and she has to figure out this quest, I guess is what you would call it. So, very excited about this one. The Love of My Afterlife, I kind of already described earlier. It's about a girl who dies and she meets the love of her life in the afterlife. But there's like some miscommunication. He gets sent back, and then she has the opportunity to go to London and be with him, but she only has 10 days to do it, and he has no clue who she is when she gets there. So she has 10 days to make him fall in love with her. But she already knows who he is, obviously. So, okay, Sunrise on the Reaping is the fifth book in the Hunger Games series. It is Haymitch's games that they're diving into here. So I'm really excited about that. Also, confession, I haven't read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I've heard people say that they actually didn't like that book, but they did like this one. That one is President Snow's games. So I've been told to skip it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to read all 4 of those, then this guy. So this is probably going to be read closer to the end of my summer. Then Silver Elite. Let me remove this out. Okay, it looks like Silver Elite is about a girl who's been like working her whole life to control her powers or her skills, and then she gets put into like a training camp of sorts, and she has to, I believe, take down the enemies. I think. I don't really know. I'm kind of going to go into this one blind as well. So hopefully I can get through all of these. I'm going to really put my best effort into it. And then I will make a video updating how this all went and giving my thoughts and opinions on all of these. I track all of my reading like religiously on Goodreads, so I'm gonna update it on there. Obviously, I don't know what my Goodreads is though. My Goodreads is just my Goodreads is just Tayweb. So, if for whatever reason you wanted to see my thoughts on this in real time, then you can follow me on there. But other than that, I've got nothing left to say. So I will see you guys in my next video.